Hi, I'm Marie, and this is my blog, watchmediy.com. And today we're going to be doing some Mod Podge Valentine's Day hearts, and we're going to put them on this cute little stick tree that I've made that has a couple other ornaments. This little key that I found at Michael's, like a key to my heart, and then this little frame that I wrote Happy Valentine's Day in and attached a little piece of yarn to it so it would hang on the tree. And this is just in my big canning jar, and I filled it with river rocks that I already had, and this fantastic branch came from my yard. So I'm going to put that to the side while we work on our heart. So this is what it looked like when I started, and this is halfway done. So I did the front, and I still have the back to do. So I needed it to dry until it was tacky so that I could do the back side. I was trying to do it all at once, and it just was making a big mess. So I let it dry. I'm going to finish the back side with you guys. And I'm using Mod Podge, and this kind is a sparkle Mod Podge, which I like because it has a glitter built in. It makes everything look fancy. And I'm not a professional Mod Podger. This is only my second or third time using it, but it's super fun. And so I've already stirred my Mod Podge. I like to shake it a little bit more, move all that essentially glue and glitter around. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to take tiny little bits of scrapbook paper that I've already pre-ripped, and we're just going to attach it to the heart using the Mod Podge. So first we'll start with just kind of a base coat in the area that we're going to be working in. And you'll just use one of these little sponge brushes to apply the Mod Podge. Inevitably, my fingers get in there. Not a good idea if you just got a manicure. Not that I have, but I really made a mess of my fingers earlier today, so I would not recommend getting your hands all in it if you can avoid it, but it's kind of inevitable. So you put on your little base layer, and then you kind of stick the piece on there, and then you just kind of douse it in Mod Podge. And this is the great thing about this medium, is it doesn't have to be perfect. It is a lot easier, I'm not gonna lie, if you use like magazine type paper, or just a thinner crafting paper, because it needs to kind of mold to the heart. It's a little easier if you do it in a flat surface. The pieces of paper so that they'll stick to my heart, and you just keep applying little pieces, with your initial layer on there, and then just like I'm doing, just use the brush to kind of saturate the piece and then move on. And what I've decided to do with the heart is, it was already this kind of cardboard rustic material underneath, so I'm not covering the whole thing. I am leaving little spaces, and I like how that turned out. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll come back when it's done. So I did discover that you can use a blow dryer to dry it until it's tacky. So it's almost dry. That went a lot quicker than sitting here waiting for it to dry. So now I'm just going to use a glue gun to adhere my ribbon, and I kind of want to do it towards the top of the heart so that it hangs straight the way I want it to. So just used a little glue gun, attached my chunky yarn there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a piece of that ripped paper over the bottom of it, using the kind of remaining glue that's left, and then I'm just going to add some more Mod Podge so that that kind of becomes part of the heart, and I'm going to clip the excess yarn so you can't see it, and then I'm going to Mod Podge the rest of that, and we're going to put it on our little tree.